The world still learning the alphabet. Echoes of politician tradition written on walls throughout halls of a Four Seasons lost. In Austin, I saw pause. My eyes crossed to a table. Paralyzed by pairwise dice, then attend to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Roll dice and woes of life. Love and pride, look at her vibe. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise. Crystal chandeliers, moments reflected. Often mirrors appear clear, grinning from ear to ear. Craving and rating the grain, rekindling the flame. Closer she draws near. Stay there, remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, we know our purpose. In paradise, we know what our worth is. In paradise, we manifest dreams. In paradise, truth is what you can see.
Boom, boom, boom. The truth is what you can see. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. I'm your host, Matt Clark, and of course today we've got, I think my boy Drew Henthorn of HuskerDrewPicks.com is on his way, as well as my guy, Ben Dillman, our hockey expert, aficionado, my man. So anyway, got a lot to talk about today. We're going to talk about the Thunder game last night. We're going to talk about Brittany Griner. She was released today. We're going to talk about the New Mexico State basketball thing, which to me still, I'm like, how are we just now hearing about this? I mean, this happened a month ago, and, you know, players are still playing. You still got the DA is just now investigating. So anyway, we're going to talk about all of that stuff. But started off, we're going to talk about the Thunder. The Thunder lost last night to the Memphis Grizzlies. Last night, 102 to 123, dropping to 11 and 14. The Grizzlies improving to 16 and 9. The Thunder last night just didn't have it. I mean, we could not score inside. At one point, we were 2 for 11 inside the paint. 2 for 11. But we still were only down by 2 at the end of the first quarter. I mean, we were terrible. I mean, we just could not make a shot, but that happens in basketball. It just happens. I mean, where you just can't, doesn't matter. You can't make shots. You're missing dunks. You're missing layups. You're missing tip-ins. Like I think one time we missed a layup. Josh missed a layup. I think Robinson Earl tipped it, and then Josh tipped it, gets his rebound, goes up and still misses. And then they get the rebound, and they go down to score. It was just one of those nights for the Thunder. They just could not manufacture any really offense. SGA, the game, if y'all don't know if you remember, before that, it was actually, 7 games ago, he only had 15 points and shot 1 free throw. Exactly, with Clark guarding him. Brandon Clark, that dude fouls. He's a Mack truck. He is Draymond Green on steroids. That's who he is. And yet he only picked up 2 fouls, and SGA shot 1 free throw. And we've all watched SGA. We know how smooth and how silky he is, and the way he glides through the defensive deals. And are you serious right now? I mean, I just couldn't believe it. I was like, man, something is not right here with that. So here are the stats so that you guys can kind of see exactly the box score last night. You know, guys, how I like to do. I like to do both of them. I like to do the halftime stats, and I like to do the final score. And so you can see at halftime we were down by 5, 57-52. I couldn't find, for some reason, I didn't put what they were from the field. I want to say they were like 6 for 18, 5 for 18, or something like that from 3. At halftime. But anyway, they were shooting 46%. We were shooting they shot 51 in the second half. We were shooting 34%, shot 37 in the second half. And what's ironic is we were 14 for 38. They were 14 for 38. But one of my keys to the game, I don't know if you remember if you were watching yesterday, one of my keys was to play within yourselves offensively. Don't get caught up in them. Don't get down 10 or 12 and start shooting threes. And that's exactly what happened last night. We came down and we were just firing up threes. And for the Thunder announcers to say something bad about the Thunder, because I didn't watch the game, I was at home, so I had to listen to it. Because I don't have cable, and one of the frustrations for myself and Drew Henthorn of HuskerDrewPicks.com is with the Thunder, and I understand why they're doing it. I mean, if you don't have Cox or you don't have, one of the, mainstays, Direct TV or something like that, you cannot watch the Thunder play because it's on Bally Sports, and Bally Sports does not allow streaming services to have them, which is just, I hate that because a lot of people are going from Cox now and Direct TV. A lot of people are streaming with Hulu or Roku or whatever, and I personally have Hulu myself, so it's very frustrating that you cannot watch the game at all. You have to listen to it, or you have to go somewhere to someone's house who has Cox or DirecTV, or go to a bar. So that's very frustrating. So I didn't really get a chance to see the whole game, only had to listen to it. But that being said, for our announcers to even remotely say anything negative about the Thunder, and one thing I do is I believe that you can say positive things about the Thunder because there's tons of positive things to say about our team. But then also, when they're screwing up and when something's bad, you have to be able to talk about it. And I think that a lot of you all, my issue with the Thunder is this. I don't believe the Thunder wants to really tell the truth because they're afraid you guys can't handle it. I don't believe that. I think they think that if you just say all these glowing things and how great and all the positive, that people will continue to support them. I, however, believe that educate your fans, educate the Oklahoma Thunder fans, and the more that they know about the Thunder, the more they're going to be invested in going to games, and the more they're invested supporting the team, and the more they're invested in watching stuff. That's what I believe. The more knowledgeable you are about anything, it's just like marrying a person, male or female, is irrelevant, who doesn't know about football or basketball, but you are a football or basketball junkie. And they know that's what you're going to do. So for them to be around you or be with you, they're going to need to know the game. And then once they learn the game, the more they're going to want to go. Whereas before, the reason why they didn't go because they don't know anything about it. They just don't want to sit there and do whatever. They want to be involved. And so that's what my job is to educate you more about what the Thunder are doing, good and bad. So last night, 14 for 38, we shot 37%. They out-rebounded us by... what was that? 22. They had 22 second-half rebounds. We had 17. 62 points in the paint for them, so they scored 30 points in the paint in the second half. We scored 22. Turnovers are way too high, and one thing I've said is that if we're averaging 13 turnovers a game. If we get 17, 18, 19, if we get up that high against a really good team, we do not have a chance. And you can see where we're outscoring them with bench scoring 20-18, and they ended up outscoring us by 6 in the second half. And team stats, SGA, 26 points on 4 for 14 shooting, 1 for 4. So you know that, what I've said before about SGA. If he doesn't get double digits, if he's not 10 for 21, 10 for 18, 10 for 22, stuff like that. The Thunder don't really have a prayer to beat anybody. Giddey, a nice double-double once again with 10 points and 10 rebounds, but he was only 4 for 13. Poku, 4 for 7 with 10 points and only 2 rebounds. Robinson Earl, 9 points with 9 rebounds. And so when you look at our starters, and J-Dub was our other starter last night, 7 points, 3 for 12, 1 for 4. So just our starters alone, okay, were 20, what is that? 4, 8, 16, 19 for 57. That's terrible shooting. And then 3-point shooting, we were 3, 5, 6, 7 for 19, which is not bad. But still, you got to do better than that. You can't be that. You can't do that. And part of what I said is that, for us to be successful, we have to get out to a good start. We have to be able to, each quarter, don't let them get ahead of us so we're not playing catch up, and you burn all this energy catching up. So by the time the fourth quarter comes, you have zero energy left. Muscala, 3 points on 1 for 2, of course, from 3, with 3 rebounds. Trey Mann had a really good game last night, 12 points, with 4 for 9 shooting, 3 for 6. Jay Will, 0 points, 0 for 2, 0 for 1. And Omen Yuri. Omen Yuri, 11 points, 5 for 11. He played good last night. Isaiah Joe doing what he does, 8 points, 2 for 6, 2 for 5. Sorry. And then Aaron Wiggins, 6 points with 3 for 5 shooting. So when I look at what the Thunder did last night, as you can see from the stats that I just said, I mean, we did not do that well. We just didn't play well. I mean, we just couldn't score. And, you know, like one of my big things is points in the paint, my pips. And we just weren't very good, okay? And a lot of it has to do with SGA because he is the main thrust for us. He is the spear. He is the spearhead of our offense, and as he scores and as he goes, the rest of the team goes afterwards. So that's kind of what my take on the Thunder game last night. But that being said, we are 11-14, okay? 11-14. And what I was saying yesterday is that you don't change what you have. You have a good nucleus. So you have one of the best players in the league, emerging young superstar in SGA. You have another one who's coming up in Josh Giddey. So this year, you just continue to do what you do. Next year, you see how Chet affects the team, if any at all. Drew and I have different opinions on that. Is that you, Drew?
Yes, sir.
Hey,
yes, sir.
But Drew and I, HuskerDrewPicks.com, he and I have different opinions on how Chet is going to affect us next year. But I think you can't change anything with the Thunder. You got to keep them the way that they were. But I like what I see. Did you watch the game last night by any chance? Or excuse me, did you listen to it? Did you listen to it since you can't watch it?
I watched the ticker.
That's what I did. I was telling them last night that how about Matt Pinto criticizing the Thunder for shooting? I was like, wait a minute. You're criticizing what the Thunder are doing? Oh my God! Is everything okay?
Yeah, I mean that's not normal.
No, they don't do that. They do not criticize the Thunder whatsoever. And I'm like, dude, it's okay if they're playing bad. It's okay to say bad things about them. It's okay. People can see what they can see. So to me, it makes you guys look terrible by just not telling us what we already know and what we're obviously can see. So, but anyway, how's your day going, brother? Feeling better?
Man, oh yeah, just out running and gunning.
Running and gunning.
Just left Lowe's. Pick up some fences.
Dude, what are you okay? Are you close to that? Are you close to finishing that house yet?
No. Let's not even
okay,
go
we're
there.
not gonna go there. Okay, sorry. My bad, bro.
I'm going down there right today.
Okay,
I'm doing fence work today. So
doing fence work. Well, let's talk about the NBA scores last night. The Clippers. Man, the Magic got them last night.
Bums.
It's the Clippers, man. What do we say? The JET? What do you call them? The JETS Mets? JETS Mets.
JETS Mets.
And they're just, I mean, but I tell you what, Paulo, he's a beast, dude. Can you imagine him with the Thunder right now with the team they have? Oh my goodness, you called that perfectly, didn't you? If they would have been the Thunder, he'd have fit in perfectly with them. Our Lakers last night, of course, lost 113-126, which we thought.
Let's talk about that. So yesterday, Lakers started off at 9. LeBron comes out, says he's not playing, which was a joke.
Yes.
And then it goes from 9 to 11 to 12 to 13, and it ends on 13, sits on 13 from about 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock, and then look at the final. 13.
Isn't that crazy? How good is Vegas?
Pretty good.
Isn't that crazy?
Pretty good. But the guy that had the Raptors -9 was a winner.
I know you did. We already know. We already know who that was, without question, who that was. Hornets, the Nets. You picked that one. The Nets taking care of business.
Yep. Nets a winner.
Yep, knew that.
The Nets are playing good right now. They're just winning, and they're winning night in, night out.
Yeah, they are, aren't they? The Hawks, man, dude, something's up with them. 113-89 to the Knicks.
Yeah,
That's got to be more of a matchup
I
deal, Drew.
watched most of that game. They only had like 12 points in the first quarter.
But dude, that's got to be more of a matchup thing with them, don't you think? That they just don't match up well with them.
Well, that they're on their shooters, and if the Hawks aren't hitting open jump shots, then they're not a very good team. They're a jump shooting team. They like to get out, run, and get Trey out on the floor and start hitting threes and feeling good about themselves. And if that ain't happening, then they're in trouble.
Dude, I saw Trey make a couple passes the other night, and I was like, holy shit. How did you see that dude? Wow. His court vision is crazy. Talking about Trey's.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah, he really is. He's definitely a good player without question.
He's a lot better than I thought he would be coming out of college. I really thought his size would be a detriment to his NBA crossover, but I tell you, man, he's got better handles than I thought he had. I mean, he's always been able to shoot the ball, but he's a lot tougher than I thought he was.
Yeah, and I tell you this about him, and I was wrong. I thought he would get beat up. They'd be more physical with him and beat him up more. And that is not the case. He has been really good.
He can't guard anybody, but
well, they didn't get him to guard anybody. Let's face it, did they?
Yeah, exactly.
They didn't get him to guard. That was not why Trey was brought in to guard. We know that. The Wizards over the Bulls beating the Wizards last night. The Bulls finally did something worthwhile. That team is just really weird to me,
Wizards
bro.
are kind of coming back.
They're coming back to earth. I mean, I don't get them.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on with the Bulls. They look like they're a playoff team one night, and the other night they look like a lottery team.
Isn't that crazy?
Like,
and then how about the Bucks? Boy, they're trying to keep pace, aren't they? You were right. They put it on the Kings. Yeah. You call that. I thought they'd be a tougher.
Because the freaking Celtics absolutely destroyed the Suns. So
oh God. Oh God. Chris Paul Marcus Smart just dominated him last night, bro. God dang. Dude,
I haven't seen the Suns get beat like that in a long time.
What were they down? 30 at half or something?
They were down 40.
40?
40. They were down. One time they were down 40.
That's crazy. I would not have if you told me they were going to be down 40, I would have said you've lost your damn mind.
Yeah. I mean, with that lineup and the talent they have on their team, to be down 40.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, there's no way out. I would have bet the farm that would never have happened. But anyway,
I bet it, and I lost.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I'm saying not by 40 is what I meant. I would have not bet the farm. They would have been beat by 40.
I turned that off in the middle of the second quarter and was like, yeah, that's a loser. I never even looked back at it.
Yeah, because you sent me a text about it or something. I was like, what? Because, I was in there doing this Thunder game. I was like, what happened? What's the deal? Couldn't believe it. Those Wolves, 121 over the Pacers.
Yeah, Pacers are bad except when they play the Lakers.
Yeah, it seems like it, doesn't it? It seems like it. Then, of course, the Grizz. Dude, I will say this, and it's hard to tell from listening to the radio, but Ja Morant, dude, he was getting every touch foul in the world last night. And SGA.
Well, we said that yesterday. They're a different team at home. They get calls. They shoot better. The crowd gets in behind them, and they're tough at home.
Yep, they really are.
They're just a different team when they play in Memphis. So.
I tell you what, the Pistons and the Pelicans, that game was closer than what I thought. The Pistons, dude, they were right there. But if they get the number one pick overall and they get Victor, that team may go to another level with the talent that they have. Because then all of a sudden they're all young, they're all athletic, they all can score, they all can play defense, they're all long. That team
they remind me a lot of those early 2000 Piston teams. Long, can shoot, athletic.
Yeah, with Richard Hamilton and Chauncey. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, Chauncey and Prince and all them guys. I mean, they were tough. That's
Yep.
kind of the same style they're playing right now.
Did Richard Hamilton? Did you ever hear that story about Richard Hamilton? Jordan came in there and told him to take their shoes off. He said, "Y'all can't wear my shoes, man. Take my shoes off." Kobe did the same thing. They're like, "Hey, man, you ain't worthy to wear my shoes, man. Take my shoes off. What you doing, man? How you gonna do that?" That's funny. The Warriors 123,
Did
Jazz
you see that?
124.
Did you watch the
Wow.
clip I sent you?
Yes. What in
Wow.
the hell? Wow.
I mean, yeah, they're finding ways to lose.
Dude, what is the deal with them? I just think I know
They
what
got
the deal is.
They got a trade coming down soon. It's coming. We
Yeah.
know it's coming.
Yeah, that he's just, you know.
They're going to get blown out Saturday. They play at the Celtics Saturday night. They're going to get blown out there.
On the road.
And then what's that? Losers of 4 or 5 in a row?
Yeah, they're what?
After they lose to the Celtics?
Yeah, they're what, 1-10 or 1-11 on the road or some stupid.
They got to make some changes or they're in trouble.
Yeah, they are 100%.
I mean, the Lakers have a lineup excuse. They got a talent excuse.
Yes.
They got a just an overall depth excuse. But the Warriors, they don't have an excuse. They're defending champs. I mean,
their excuse is Draymond Green hit somebody, and that's their excuse. Games today, you got the games today. The Clippers playing back to back at the Heat tonight.
Yeah, they're gonna get beat again. I like the Heat in that game.
Yeah, I don't see the Clippers doing much in that back to back road nights.
Heat coming off a bad loss.
Bad loss. Yes.
The other night. Yeah.
It's bad. Rockets, Spurs. The Rockets are at the Spurs. I'll watch YouTube highlights of that. That's what I'll do. I'm not gonna watch that game. No way. Nuggets at the Blazers.
Yeah, that's a sneaky good little late night game out there at the Rose Garden. Should be a good game. Nuggets coming off a painful loss at home to the Mavericks. I'd look for them to rebound. I don't really think that home court advantage plays so much into the Nuggets as it does most teams, but especially with Jokic. But we'll see. The general public loves Portland today, so it's gone from a -1 to pick them to Portland laying 2 or 3 right now.
Is it that high?
Yeah.
Wow. I would think that was a pick'em game if you ask me. I mean, I don't know how that.
That's where it started. That's where it started was a pick'em, but now I think you got Portland -3.
Yeah, somebody laying money that way. So, but what do you think about? I know we were talking about this. Here, let's take a quick break, and then we'll come back, and then we'll talk about the NFL game tonight, and then we'll get your picks, since part of your picks were you gave us the pick on the game tonight, didn't you? You took the over, didn't you, or under?
I took the under.
Under for that. So, but anyway, we'll be right back with my guy Drew Henthorn's HuskerDrewPicks.com. But first, we want to thank our sponsors, Collaborative Logic, everything they do for us as far as setting everything up, as far as if you have needs as far as software, they can write software for you. They can do websites. They can come in and make your office more streamlined. They can, if you're trying to expand and add buildings or add offices, they can give you equipment and make everything tie together and run smoothly. Of course, my guy Mark Long over at SRB, if you have any engineering, surveying, or planning, he is the dude. They love to be behind the scenes to make everything that looks fantastic runs underneath fantastic. Oak Grove Trucking and my guy Jose Fierro, the poor Bronco lover. Man, leave the man alone, man. He's in peril right now. He's an OU fan and a Bronco fan. Leave the man alone. He's in mourning right now. And then, of course, NAFCO, my guys Greg and Max Nafy, we appreciate their support. And last but not least, YNB, family owned and operated since 1912.
The bank. Make things happen.
Yes, they are an equal housing lender, a member of the FDIC. They're also a sponsor of us for our Black, minority, and women-owned businesses live streams, remote live streams, which we will be getting back to. Drew, did I tell you that my speaker jacked up on me? That's why we haven't been going out. I can't, if we went out to remote places, they can't hear us talk. because
You just want me to go and you just need me to come in there and talk really loud.
well, no, you can do that automatically. We don't need. But what I'm saying is when you,
I'm deaf in my right ear though. So,
but hey, but when you're not on though, if you're not with me, then they can't hear you. So, but anyway, if you want to pre-qualify for any loans online, you can at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Get everything set up for your personal or business, and then you can go straight in and see Nathan Taylor, Carson, Joe Horn, or any of those, and all your stuff will be done, and they can write you a check, of course, after you sign the documents. Then they can give you money.
Yep. Money, money, money.
Yes, and I suggest go ahead and get an account there. It's going to be a lot easier to do that. Yeah, it would be that. So, Drew, okay, your picks today. Oh, we did basketball, college basketball. Iowa State, plus 3.5. You like those Cyclones.
I like them a lot better once you watch them play a whole game. And Iowa, they're coming back from New York City after playing in that Jimmy V Classic.
Uh-huh.
They probably, but they have less than 48 hours to prepare for Iowa State in a rivalry game.
No, they go to are they going to Iowa City, or is they coming to Ames? Are they at home, or are they going to Iowa City?
It's at home.
Also, it's in Ames.
But you would think that line would be bigger, but it's a kind of a tricky line, and I think 3.5, 4 is too many points.
Yep, I agree. Minnesota plus 4. What's up with your thing with the Big Ten today? God dang, man.
Big
Minnesota.
10,
Oh my God, dude. You got Minnesota plus 4.5 too?
Yeah, I'll take the home dog there. I'll take the home dog in the Big Ten.
Then of course Rutgers.
Plus they got that weird court where you got to step up to get on the floor, and so that's always weird. We'll go with the home team there.
Kind of like ORU. Well, you have to say at ORU, you have to step up, come off the bench. You're down below. You have to step up to get onto the court. Rutgers, Ohio State over 137.
Yeah, Rutgers scores a lot of points. They get up and down the floor, and Ohio State's got a pretty good squad. I watched it. They gave Duke all they wanted the other night. I looked for that to be a pretty good, pretty high scoring game.
Yep, 100%. And then NBA. What, you only like one game tonight, huh? The Nuggets plus 1. That's the only game you like.
Yeah. That's really all I liked. I guess I'd lean on the Heat a little bit, see if they kind of burnt me the other night. I'll probably end up playing the Heat, but I'll stay away from the Spurs and the Rockets.
Yep. That would be. I wouldn't even. I'm not even gonna watch that game. Then of course we have NFL football. The Raiders against the Rams under 43.5. I don't because the Raiders are going to score, but the question is, can the Rams?
Well, I think if you take the 7 and the Rams, you probably got to take the under, because the only way, they're going to have to slow it down. They're going to have to keep the Raiders' offense off the field, and I just don't know. I don't know how they're going to score. I watched them play a couple weeks in a row, and especially if Mayfield plays tonight. If he plays tonight, then I may change my bet and go over, because he's guaranteed to throw 2 picks.
Yeah, yes, because I'm just looking at it, man. I'm going, man, I just don't see it.
He's playing tonight, though.
Yeah, they said he's going to play. I mean, how do you play after 2 days?
Yeah.
They said he's supposed to play, but how do you play after 2 days, Drew? How do you even know the play? I mean, you got, 10 plays maybe?
Yeah, that tells you that tells you 2 things. Number 1, they're desperate. Number 2, their quarterback's terrible. That's on the team right now.
Both of them.
I mean, you just got to bring a guy in off the street, doesn't even know your playbook, and he's going to be your starter.
Yeah.
What's up, boys?
Hey, what's up, Ben?
Not much, just popping in.
Hey, cool. Yeah, when I saw Baker, dude, I'm just like, there's no way you're starting Baker.
Well, he can't know too many plays. He's got to know the 5-yard out route, the tight end over the middle, and the quarterback sneak and the run right.
Yeah, I saw that Wolford's been their starting quarterback. Wolford's been light on practice all week, and then I saw their tight end Higbee didn't practice today, and then no Donald. So I mean, I don't even know if it's even worth. I mean, you might as well, if you're going to throw Baker in, you might as well just throw him in there. I mean, it's been the Devontae show on the Raiders side. 7 TDs in the last 5 games. So I don't know.
I'm just,
Yeah, you know,
go ahead, Drew.
go ahead, man.
No, I'm just not even interested in that game. You know what I mean? I mean, I know we're supposed to be. I know we're supposed to. I just, I don't like watching bad sports, whether it's bad basketball or bad football or whatever. I don't like watching it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Give me something, something I can just sit back and go, man. You know, like last night, the Thunder game, it was good for about 3 quarters. Then all of a sudden, we decided to start shooting threes, and then we get down 9. I'm like, whatever the hell. But give me good games. You know, the Warriors game last night. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's
Yeah.
two mediocre teams, but at least give me something exciting when you don't. The outcome isn't a foregone conclusion.
It's a good night to watch Christmas Vacation.
Yes, isn't that on tonight?
It's on every
I did
night,
that 2 nights ago.
Oh, did you? Dude, I'm sorry.
Bad hockey on. I had something. I had to do
It's a bad
something.
hockey. Dude, I'm sorry. Christmas and Vacation is still funny as hell. It's still
man,
funny. It is class. You know, like I was trying to tell they go, Coach, what kind of movies? I said, I still like Blazing Saddles. They're like, what's that? I go, listen.
Oh,
You know, there's certain movies and certain songs or certain whatever. They're timeless. They're going to always be funny or it's going to always be good, whether it's personal 20 years, 30 years, 50 years later. If it's a good movie, it's a good movie. If it's a good song, it's a good song. It's irrelevant.
If you can't that laugh at Cousin Eddie, then I don't need to hang out with you.
I know, right? Oh man. And then the stuff that you can't watch, like and can't laugh at, All in the Family, Sanford and Son. You know, I'm like, dude, you can't laugh. I mean, like, dude, that stuff was funny. Now I understand, the crowd that, has to, monitor everything because they have no fun. They don't have a funny bone. It's like it's not that serious. It's really not that serious.
I introduced Trisha to Sanford and Sons a few nights ago, late night. It was pretty funny. She'd never seen it before.
Dude, Sanford and Son is so funny. Oh, Lamont.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Oh, take me to. Oh, I can't be doing that. I'm sorry, man. I digress. You got me, Drew. Stop. Okay, hockey, man. Something's wrong with you two. I want y'all to know that something is wrong with both of y'all. I'm not sure what it is. And hockey scores last night. Oh, Drew, it looks like y'all didn't play last night. But anyway, the Capitals beat the Flyers 4-1 last night, Ben.
Yep, point night.
Point night.
Playing the Flyers, you always get something. Ovi had 2 goals, but which was funny. So both his goals were empty netters, so there's no goalie in the net.
God.
Whenever he put both of them in, but now he's at 795. He's 99 goals behind Gretzky. I think he's 6 behind Howe, if I'm not mistaken, Gordie Howe. So he's getting up there. He would have had 3. He hit the crossbar in the first period, so he was close.
That's insane. The Sabres 9-4 over the Jackets.
Yep, it was 6-0 at the end of the first period.
Oh,
so that was on TV too.
Was that on
TV?
On
TNT. That's what. I don't know if that was good for the game or bad for the game.
Did you watch that, Drew?
I watched a little bit of it because there wasn't anything else on.
Yep, Tage Thompson. He had 6 points last night. He had 5 goals and 1 assist. He had 4 goals in the first period, and there was actually a stint in the first period where the Sabres shot the puck 4 times, and then went in 4 times in a row. So that was they were 4 for 4 at one point.
Oh God,
that's my kind of hockey.
Can y'all bet that?
After the 9th goal, they put the guy that started the game. He let the first 3 in. They took his ass out. Then they brought him back in at the end, and then he played pretty well in the end. Columbus actually came back, put 2 more in the net, but it was a pretty funny game.
God, the Flames beat the Wild 5-3. Wild. That's not a wild game.
Yeah, not too crazy. The Wild need to make this push right now. They got a 6-4 in the last 10. Kaprizov though, Kaprizov, he's their Russian real good player up front. He's got 20 points in the last 13 games on a point streak, so we'll see if he can keep going.
Okay, Drew, and then our boy's going to get the big head right now, Drew. The Bruins won 4-0 last night, Drew, so you already know. Go ahead, Ben. Go ahead. They beat the Avalanche.
Oh, boy.
Go ahead, Drew. Go ahead, Ben. Go ahead. Brag about your team. Go ahead.
All right, so here it is right here. I'm going to lay it out for you. The Avalanche right now are like an AHL team. They have so many guys missing that this win means nothing. They're missing Bo Byron. They're missing Natushkin. They're missing Landeskog, and they're missing McKinnon. If they can go 500 over the next month, they could still. I don't think they're going to miss the playoffs, but that'll be good if they can go 500 over the next month with all these bodies missing.
Wow.
So it wasn't that big of a win for us, but we'll take it.
Oh, no, you will. The Oilers 8-2 over the Yotes.
Yep, another point night team. The Coyotes and the Flyers are about to start being point night teams. So if you ever see them on the board, just imagine the big names up top for those teams going against them are going to score. McJesus 4 points, Draisaitl 2, easy win.
Yep. Rangers over the Golden Knights. By the way, Drew, Ben's going to Vegas and he's going to go to the Golden Knights game. I'm like,
nice.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun.
I'm going to the.
I hear that's a blast.
Yep, I went to one last year, and I'm going to actually. The Bruins are in town actually the same night that I'm going, so we're going to pop out there, me and the wife.
Imagine that's a coincidence.
Hey, nobody planned that, did he? That wasn't planned.
That wasn't me. My boys are going to the UFC fight. I was going out there to go see them just right after, and just so happens the Bruins are right there.
Okay, whatever.
But you cowboy hat.
Well, thank you for that. Thank you for that. I appreciate
it. Oh, for you guys that don't know, Ben was following Drew's picks.
The black Stetson. What color hat?
Oh, it's black.
You gotta go black. Don't you?
No. We went chocolate Stetson.
Okay,
that's close enough
so
to black.
So I can match because I got a couple different pairs of boots, so I can match all the boots if I do chocolate. If I do black, then I can't do brown and black. Then it makes a frown. What do they say? Black and brown makes a frown or whatever.
If you wear, you can't really wear a black hat unless you'd have to have black shoes and a black belt and black hat.
See, exactly. That's what I'm saying. But so I did the chocolate, so I can match all of them.
For everybody who don't know, Ben follows Drew and takes at HuskerDrewPicks.com, and he had a fantastic week last week. So his wonderful wife Kylie bought him a cowboy hat, courtesy of HuskerDrewPicks.com.
A nice Stetson too, not just one off the Boot Barn wall. She bought me a nice Stetson with what we got.
Did you go get it brimmed up? Did you get it brimmed
up?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's nice. Yeah, Drew, I saw him
in Texas when I did it.
Hey, when did I see you? Monday night, Ben? When did I see you? Monday at Cats?
That was Monday.
Yeah, Monday night. Drew, he had it on and had his boots on, his boot jeans on. Oh yeah, he was locked and loaded for bear Monday night, bro. I'm like, oh, look at him. Check it out. Okay, last on the list is the Canucks beat the Sharks 6-5 in OT.
Yep, the Canucks can't figure out if they want to win or not. They really can't. They don't know, they're ass from the hole in the wall. But they won 3 in a row, but they're figuring it out.
And then I know we don't necessarily get political on this show, but in some breaking news, Brittany Griner was released today from Russian prison for arms dealer. And then Marine Paul Whelan.
I'm glad we traded her for the god of war.
Yeah, the dude who kills everybody. Yeah, and then but we let Paul and we left the Marine in. I mean, how do you not? Is that guy not worth both of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. We got no leverage to get that guy out.
None.
They said it was nobody or they give back Griner. Pretty much is from what I read and everything. I mean, good on the Whalen family. They had a big statement today saying, they made the right decision because they knew that he wasn't going to be able to come home anyway. So they were being really respectful and trying.
Well, but he's in jail for espionage. That's a little bit different.
Yeah. No, yeah. They said he's not going to come back. So they were like, so it was good that they at least got somebody, is what I read from their family. So. But I mean, shit. I mean, that guy that we gave back, his nickname is the Merchant of Death.
Yes,
we gave that guy back.
That's crazy.
We gave that guy back for a vape pen.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? They made a movie about that guy.
Yeah,
Lord of War.
Yeah, they did. Lord of War. That's him. That's him. Yeah.
He's a legend,
dude. I don't mean this
back
bad
for a vape pen.
But the question is, how long is the dude gonna live? You know what I'm saying?
Well, so.
This is my opinion, and like I said, I don't know jack shit about that, but the Russians can't find weapons to get into Ukraine. This guy's got weapons all over Ukraine. There's a reason why they wanted this guy back.
Yep.
They're going to press him for every bit of information he has, and they're going to use him because they were adamant to get that guy out.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and the Russians they don't want to feed these people during winter, so winter's coming. They're going to their exchange rate for prisoners. I did a whole bunch of research on this. Their exchange rate for prisoners is 200% higher in the winter because they can't feed them and keep them alive. So they try to get them back before, they don't want to. She's 7 feet
tall.
They
can't afford to take care of them.
Yeah. So it's just kind of one of those things. They have to make special beds for her and all that stuff, So it was probably an easier out for them.
Well, and she's what? And she's what? 6'6" or whatever she is, 6'5".
Oh, she's huge. Yeah, you got to.
She's a big woman. Drew, I don't know if you saw this, but the DA in New Mexico are investigating the New Mexico State men's coaches and players in connections with a shooter that involved their forward Mike Peake. Did you get a chance to see that, Drew?
I caught a little bit of it, and this now how long ago did this happen?
It was a month ago. A month ago.
It was November 18th, if I'm not mistaken, and then it was the morning of November 19th at like 12:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there looking at that going, are you serious right now? How the hell did we just now find this out?
Yeah.
Am I wrong,
a month
guys?
Late.
You can get away with a lot in New Mexico.
Well, yeah, clearly.
Definitely.
But you know what?
You're out there in the boonies.
But, they have it all on film. I mean, you saw the dude, he's not at fault, okay? The dude shot at him.
Well,
there's no question.
He's at fault for carrying his own gun and on a school bus and doing all that. I mean,
Well, he didn't have it on the bus. It was with the coach.
Well,
the coach kept the gun.
I mean, who brought it there, right? The coach didn't bring it there. He brought it there. So
yeah, he had to have it with him on the way. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So the assistant coach had it like when they found him at a DoubleTree hotel. Is what I read.
Yeah, he handed it right over to him.
Great chocolate chip cookies when you walked in.
Oh boy, the DoubleTree is
great
good,
chocolate
man.
Chip
yes,
cookies.
100%. 100%.
Get them on your pillow too. They
yes.
put them on your pillow, which is nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and when you get them warm and fresh right at the front, like right when you check in, I mean that is delicious.
Oh man, it's delicious. Agree.
Yeah.
Obviously, Ben's got a sweet tooth right now, Drew.
Hey, I like the DoubleTree.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, I love DoubleTree. They got a nice little courtyard in the middle. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing.
Yep.
But so the assistant coach got caught with it in a towel, in his possession of some sort.
Well, what he did is he kept it because he had a towel, so there's no his prints were not on it. And then as soon as the cops came, he handed it to him. So he's like, I'm keeping this. But the question is, why didn't y'all call the police?
Yeah.
I mean, one of my players is shot. Why I'm going to call the police.
And sounds like they must be working with the Kansas Jayhawk athletic department.
Oh my God, Drew!
And then, I saw he was shooting 50% from the floor, but it looks like he was 100% in the streets. I mean, he nailed that guy. That guy's gone.
Well,
the guy's going to jail for a while.
Yeah, he shot him 4 times.
Yeah, so he's going to jail for a while. Yeah.
Well, I don't think he's going to go to jail for that. He'll go to jail for weapons. And what's so funny is he asked for his gun back from the police. He goes, when am I getting my gun back? That's my only gun I got.
Insane.
Okay. The guy goes, well, you're gonna probably have to come.
He's from Chicago. You got to read the game notes, bud, before you go start taking somebody out. You got to read where they're from. You got to see what's about.
Yeah, well, I mean, I get it.
Chicago.
If I live in a certain part of Chicago, I'm gonna have a gun too. But
that's what I'm saying.
But obviously, I'm not gonna be living there. So that's
these guys that went up on him. They should have read the game notes.
Yeah, they should have.
But he's from Chicago. They should have been like, oh, he's actually.
I mean, but you know what?
How about on Ron Artest's AAU team?
Yeah. Oh my God, you guys are ridiculous. And speaking of ridiculous, dude, your boy OBJ, Drew, Cowboys clearly don't want him.
Yeah, he didn't pass the physical, dude. They got more pressing issues. They need cornerbacks. They really don't need wide receivers. I mean, they could have used him, but if he can't run. I mean, you can't get him back until the 3rd week of January. I mean, what kind of game shape is he going to be in? Is he going to be better than the guys that got on the roster? I mean, to me, they need cornerbacks.
Well, when do you get James Washington back? Like next week or something, don't you?
Week.
Oh, is it this week?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, that's
good. Gallup looks strong ever since he's been coming back too. He looks good.
Yeah, he does. And they have.
I just think that's a smart move. I think if he could have played, they would have signed him. I mean, Jerry wanted to sign him. So obviously it's something, and they said it was in direct issue with his injury. So
well, they said last year that his surgery wasn't done properly in the first place. And I'm sorry, if I'm a professional athlete, I'm gonna go to the best. I'm just saying, I'm going to the best knee surgeon in the country, whomever that is, whoever does the best ACL recovery surgery. That's where I'm going. Okay. I mean, the team is paying for it anyway. What was he got done? What was it at Cleveland? And that where he had it done the first one? Was it Cleveland?
Don't you go to the guy in Atlanta?
I think he had his first one done in New York, if I'm not mistaken.
But I'm saying when he tore his first ACL, that was in Cleveland.
Yeah, correct.
So the Browns would have paid for whomever, to get it done, and whoever did it didn't do it correctly or whatever. And the Rams had suspects about it anyway. That's why he tore the same ACL playing for the Rams in the Super Bowl. And when's the last time you heard that you had a knee surgery and they repaired it and you hurt the same one in the same injury? That doesn't happen.
Yeah.
If it's
Yeah,
done correctly.
you normally hurt the next with the other one.
The other one. It's like
he would have been MVP too of that game.
Oh, no doubt.
If he would have played the entire game, he'd have been MVP.
They would have blown. If he hadn't got hurt, they would have
blown.
blown Cincinnati out. Cincinnati out. They would have blown them out. So, it just drives me crazy when I see stuff. Because when I tore my Achilles, the doctor goes, "Well, you might as well get ready to tear the other one." I'm like, dude, that was like it was like a 16 to 18 week recovery. What the hell are you talking about? And that was just in a cast and all of that, just to get back to walking again. That wasn't rehab. That's 10 months out. And then you want me to turn around and I'm going to tear the other one? And damn sure did. About 8 years later, bam, that went the other one. It was stupid, And talk about something that hurts. Oh, my God. And this is what's funny.
Achilles are widow makers, boy. Yeah. That's the end of your career. Dude, most times.
It was so funny. I was in Norman playing at the Norman Y, right there on the base. And
oh, that's the worst.
And it's probably 3-4 minutes left to go in the game. And Drew, you played there. It is hot in a mother. And I mean, it is a sauna. I'm just sweating, okay? All of a sudden, I'm at the top of the key. I forget who it was, took a shot. And I took a step and it went pop like that. And it's so funny is all the black people ducked. None of the white people. I was like, I looked around like, what happened? Went, oh, that's me.
Oh,
yeah, I mean, but it's so funny is when you heard it, every single black dude ducked, and not one white guy ducked. And we were like, I guess that tells you what we were brought up and where they were brought up, because clearly that's Nichols Hills and Gaillardia. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have to worry about.
59th, Southeast 59th, you're ducking.
Yeah, I was like, you grew up and go to Southeast, brother. I was like, dang, man, what's up? But that's Norman. That's why I don't do Norman. I hate it, but I guess I'm gonna be back there pretty soon when the Trae Young facility opens up, so that's gonna be fun. But anyway, in the bowl games, Drew. Oh, I know what we're gonna do. I've been waiting to do this. We're gonna do one sport a day, okay, Drew? So we're gonna do the Mount Rushmore, since you and me and Ben have been talking about this. We're gonna start out with basketball. All right.
Okay.
I've got Kareem, Michael, Magic, LeBron.
You got to put out the rules. You got to say, because I can't do people that I didn't see.
Okay, this is only people that you've seen. This is the Mount Rushmore sports are people that you have seen, not on video, but you've seen with your own eyes. So mine is Kareem, Michael, Magic, LeBron, and Drew is Jordan, Kobe, Worthy, and Isaiah.
Worthy was a weapon.
I know I played with
Isaiah too.
Yeah, but I played with James, but I'm not gonna take him over Magic. Not doing that. Jordan and Ben had Jordan, LeBron, Curry, and Kobe. That's a nice four right there.
That's a nice.
That's a nice
That's
four
just
right
for
there.
what I've seen. I mean, Durant is arguably for me up there. But like by a personal bias, I love KG, but I don't think he was just quite the player.
No, he's not on the Mount Rushmore. No.
Yeah. Tim Duncan was great. I mean, people like that. But for my four, I think that's a pretty steady four that I got, and I think that's.
I had to put half my. If you didn't wear Tar Heel blue, I mean, you could.
Oh my God, Drew! How you gonna put James Worthy over Magic? see, dude, I know, but really, Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, I digress.
Yes, you do.
Shaq was up there. He was like a close one for me.
Yeah, but Shaq to me wasn't even in that.
He was dominant for me.
He's not even my top 10 of all time. He's not even close. Because he didn't play long. To me, when you're if you're a top 10 player, top whatever, you dominated over a 10, 12-year span. You didn't dominate over a 5 or 6 or 7 year span.
Yeah, almost more than that. Yeah.
I mean, you have to dominate to be on the Mount Rush. You have to have dominated for a long time. Now, my biggest issue was LeBron versus Kobe, and that was a tough one for me. Because the way I break it down is Michael is the best overall player in history. Kobe was the most skilled player in history. and LeBron is the best overall. And it used to be Magic, but LeBron is just more athletic. Even though
he's built different.
He's a fake Laker, isn't he, Drew?
He is. He is not a Laker.
He's not a Laker. He's not a Laker. He's not anything to that. Now,
no,
football,
and when he goes in the Hall of Fame, what team's he going in at?
Cleveland.
Cavaliers? Yeah.
Cleveland. He's going in as a Cleveland Cavalier.
Yeah, I mean, did you see the ovation he got the other night? Even was pretty freaking insane.
Well, that's because
that's why they're Cleveland.
Yeah, that is. But that first one, when he left the first time, they were angry. They weren't mad the second time. After he left to go to Lakers.
Jersey
Oh, dude, it was ugly. The owner saying all that stuff. Dude, there's no way the owner said what he said about me. Would I go back and play for him? There ain't no way. I'm gonna bring a title. I did it for the people. No, you did it because that's the only place you could go back to. That's why. Yeah. So that's why you really did that. But I just can't. I can't give him the love. So let's finish up. Football. Drew, you have Joe Montana, Peyton, LT, Jerry Rice.
That's pretty good four right there.
That's pretty good four. Pretty good four.
I overlooked Peyton a little bit on that one.
Yeah, Ben, you've got Brady, Moss, Lewis, and Dion.
Yeah,
pretty good
Ray
four.
Was a legend.
Yep.
Ray was a legend.
Yep, and then I have Jim Brown, Reggie, LT, and Rice.
Yep, there you go.
And neither one of y'all saw Jim Brown, so y'all couldn't throw him in there. If I had
and I damn near put Ronnie Lott in there.
Yeah,
that's close.
Yeah, my other one, if I had to take Jim Brown out, it would either be Dion or Barry Sanders.
Yep. Yeah, Barry was my fifth.
I mean, but Dion, dude, he was there. He was one of one. Still is. By the way, Drew, how about him hiring the Kent State head coach as his offensive coordinator? How do you leave a head coaching job to an offensive coordinator job? How does that work?
Because Colorado's opening up the checkbook.
My God, dude.
There you go.
I mean, wow. Then
plus, I mean, dude, basically you're going to be, I mean, you're pretty much an assistant head coach with Dion. I mean, Dion, I like him, and I think he's going to do great, and I think he's going to be able to recruit, but he still needs some help on the head coaching side of it. And the Kent State guy, he's got a lot of experience, and, I mean, let's be honest, Kent State gave everybody fits last year.
Yeah, they
did.
They'll
do a good job there.
Yeah, they did. I mean, I like the hire. I like what he did, what he's going to do. Like, he's already got commitments. It's so funny.
Yep.
These guys are flocking to him left and right. He's got one of the top. He's got the number one junior college cornerback on one side. Then he's gonna have what's his name on the other side, dude. They're gonna need that to play against Caleb Williams. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You're gonna need some cornerbacks for that
something.
offense. You're gonna need that, but he better find him some offensive linemen. He's trying to get the guy from Iowa, so we shall see. Hockey.
He said they gonna be wearing no hats in meetings. They're gonna be wearing no earrings in the meeting. He said, and please bring a cell phone to a meeting. I wish you would.
I wish you. It's like I mean, dude, I just laugh at that because he's like that though. You know, even his son was making fun of him about the hats and the cell phones. It's like, dude, what do you need that for? Hey, he'll have. This is so funny with him. He's gonna have those kids understanding, okay, this is how it is. They know he's not going to lie to them, so he's going to tell them straight up, look, you're just going to be open, but either you're going to be able to play or you're not. I'm not going to lie to you and say you're going to be the chance for you to play is here. Now, if you don't beat somebody out, that's your problem.
Yep.
You know, he ain't going to go, you're going to play.
He's going to be able to say what everybody else wants to say, but too scared to do it to be politically incorrect.
Yep. Because he can get away with it, because that's always been him. You know what I'm saying? He's always been, this is how it is. Okay.
But yeah, shouldn't that be society?
Yeah,
it should be.
It's not society.
You know what I mean?
That's not society, bro. It's not.
No.
I mean, Drew and I had an in-depth conversation a month or so ago about it. It was very to me, I look at stuff and I'm going, what is wrong with you people? You can't, the past is okay. It happened. I'm not going to judge somebody about what their great-grandfather, whomever did.
Yeah, exactly.
500, what does it got to do with me?
Jerry Jones, LeBron James.
That was, Drew went off on that.
Yeah, I heard y'all talk about that.
Drew was not a happy camper on that one at all. Were you, Drew?
Well, it's LeBron. I mean,
I'm with you.
Okay, the question is tonight, is he going to do a barbershop special again for Thursday Night Football? Please tell me no.
I
That
hope
was
not.
terrible.
I hope not.
He's not. He's not.
That's not his game. Stay in your lane.
Dude, I mean, I know that he's trying to be.
Yeah, no, an influencer. He's trying to. I get
Well,
it.
I mean, he is
He's
an
trying to get your
influencer.
brand. He's trying to be a brand. You're trying. I get it.
No, he is a brand.
Has anybody seen Space Jam 2?
No.
Nope.
Enough said.
No. No. I still don't. He is, like I said. I think was it you, Drew, that said, if you have to tell people you're great, are you really great?
Yeah, you're not great.
If you really got to tell them about it, because to me, it's like Dion said. He said it really simple. If I ask you their name about the Hall of Fame, you got to think about it. You're not a first team Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame.
You ain't Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
If you got to think about
that's
it,
a discussion for another day. But I agree with him on the whole. I think the Hall of Fame in every sport is getting kind of
loose.
One.
Well, my deal is this. I know you have to put people in, and this is my thing. Some of the people that they put in, yeah, you're a Hall of Famer, but not first ballot, second ballot. But, yeah, you were dominant. But, yeah, kind of.
You were dominant, but you're not the Hall of Famer needs to be, there needs to be a very limited amount.
But, see, you got to remember, though, if they have to
I was glad to see Crime Dog get in, though.
Yeah,
Shout out. Chop, chop.
Listen at you, Drew. What is wrong with you, man? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with him, Ben? That's your friend right there. Y'all bonding. Y'all worry about me. I will say this about the Hall of Fame, though. To me, the Hall of Fame, they feel like they have to put people in every year.
Yeah.
They feel like they got to put somebody in.
You got to have a ceremony.
But to me, it's like
fill out a 2.5-hour time slot on the NFL Network.
Yeah, but to me, Drew is simple. Drew Pearson, how the hell can he be on the all-70s decade team?
Yeah.
Every single person on that team was in the Hall of Fame but him. Are you serious right now?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He got in, but I'm just like, are you serious right now?
The original 88?
Yeah, the original 88. But you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, if you're an all-decade team, you're in the Hall of Fame automatically if you made the all-decade.
Yeah.
That's 10 years of excellence. If you're one of the top players and you're not in the Hall of Fame, is there some hypocrisy there somewhere?
A little bit.
He made somebody mad down the line.
Well, it's like
somewhere.
Owens, Terrell Owens. I'm not a fan of his. I think he's a jerk. Okay, but at the same time, when I say Terrell Owens Hall of Fame, yep.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yep. 100%. I mean, now did I agree with his antics and what he did? No. But talent-wise, no question. Why are y'all? And that's what I don't like about writers. You're a writer. Your job is to write on the sport. Your job is not to judge. And you're saying, okay, I don't like you, so guess what? I'm not going to put you in the Hall of Fame right now because I don't like what you did. Really? I thought you were supposed to be judging me on what I did on the field. That drives me nuts.
Yeah, definitely. You said that was in the 70s?
Yeah, he was an all decade of the 70s when he was for the Dallas Cowboys.
I do have a funny story.
Where did he play college football at, Matt?
The University of Tulsa, quarterback.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
My father, he had a couple of sets of the 76, 77 original. You know those Topps basketball cards that were like extended?
Yes.
So my dad had 2 complete sets of those. He sold one of the sets for I don't remember. I can't tell you the number off the head because I don't know. But he sold to put the down payment on the house that I grew up in.
Oh, God. Wow.
So I'm sure he was in there somewhere.
Oh, he was in there. He was in there. Dude, he was a monster. He and
that
Roger
Staubach.
Like
Julius Irving. Yeah, that had to be all those kind of
guys. He was Roger Staubach. Right? He helped Roger Staubach be Roger Staubach. Don't you agree, Drew?
Yep.
I mean, and I'm going to say this. Roger Staubach doesn't get the credit he deserves as a quarterback. He was really good. And if Jackie Smith could have called a pass in the end zone, the Cowboys would have one more. The greatest catching tight end in the history of the game at that time, he was the greatest tight end of all time at that time. Greatest pass catching tight end of all time. Playing for the Cardinals, those St. Louis Cardinals. Wow, back then. All right, fellas. Hey, tomorrow we're going to be on. We got a full slate tomorrow. We got some hockey. We've got some World Cup tomorrow morning. Do y'all know who do you like tomorrow morning, Drew? Do you know who you like in the morning?
Who we got tomorrow
We have
morning?
Croatia,
England plays
and
tomorrow, don't
Brazil.
they?
Croatia and Brazil.
I'll take the Brazilians.
And then when we come on air, Netherlands and Argentina will be at halftime. Netherlands and Argentina will be at halftime when we come on the air.
I'm gonna go with the South Americans. I'm going with Brazil and Argentina.
Oh, so you're taking Messi and Neymar.
Yep.
What about you? What about you, Ben?
I'm going to go with the Brazilians, but I think it's going to be a close one because the crowds. What do you call them? The crowds. Croatians. What do you call them?
Croatians.
Croatians. Yeah. They like to. They play some good. Yeah, the crowds. That's a different term. I shouldn't have said that. And then I mean, I don't know. The Dutch play pretty well, like defensively, but I don't know. The Argentina have been hit or miss, so we'll see. I think I'm with him on the South American teams, but we'll see.
I think Brazil, dude, they are just so they're so loaded, top to bottom.
You can grab the guy, you can grab the coach, and he can go out there and beat half these guys.
But you know what? This is one thing I was listening to, and they were talking about how because it's so hot there, they're playing more players than they normally would. There's players who normally would not get to see the field.
Yeah, so, but they're probably those guys are probably starters on 90% of the
other teams. Yes, and so
and they also said depending on the arena, depending on where it is, like some of them have more circulation than the other ones. So like I think the one that was built out of all those storage containers, they said that like they have like 25% less like airflow inside the arena. So it's like hotter than shit. Yeah, exactly. So they say it's like hotter than shit in there. Yeah. So like if it's one of those arenas, maybe look for maybe a draw like at full time maybe or something. I don't know.
Well, I just think Brazil is so loaded, man. They've got so much talent, dude. And when you talk about subbing 5 subs, it's just ridiculous. And I think Messi is on a deal. Now, one thing before we go, we're going to talk about tomorrow. We'll talk about it. You guys can load up. That's one thing more is Ronaldo, and we'll talk about that tomorrow. Did you see him walk off the field last night without his teammates, or the other day? Did you see that, Drew?
Yep.
He didn't play till the 73rd minute. Ben, wasn't that it?
And I believe. Yeah, it was the 73rd minute. He came in, and then after they won, he just walked off on his own. Everybody else celebrating and grabbing each other and hugging each other.
Yeah, and they all go over to sing to their crowd. And the guys looked over, and he was walking off the field. I was like, wow, he's pissed.
Yeah, but that also says a lot to why Man U let go of him, right? Like, if he's acting like that and that when he's representing his country, what do you think he's doing just for his wallet?
He got mad because he walked off the field, and the coach took him out. That's why he was mad. And remember, in the first game, I don't know if y'all remember this, they were up 3-0 when he went out, or 3-1 when he went out, almost got tied because of the goalkeeper. I don't know if y'all remember that. And he was pissed over on the sidelines.
I mean, that doesn't matter to me because, I mean, there was a coach that I had whenever I was growing up, and he literally left voicemails on my dad's phone telling me that I should quit hockey. And then literally the next year I was on his top line. Like, he wanted me to – like, he literally didn't want my dad's paycheck for the team. And then, the next year I was on his top line, and I literally, led the league in points and everything. And then he's like, all right, I'm going to keep this guy. And it's like, what are you talking about? So, I mean, it goes both ways,
Yeah, I know that. But to me, is that when you're one of the best players in the world.
Yeah.
Well, he used to be. Used to be one of the best players. He still is, but
he's sliding.
He's sliding. And with Man U, he was coming off the bench. He goes, I'm not coming off the bench. Kind of like Baker Mayfield. He's got to be humbled, even though he's way better than Baker. But sometimes you got to, hey, Russell Westbrook. And Drew and I did not think he was going to come off the bench. Did we, Drew?
Nope.
We did not. And he's came off the bench, and to his credit, he's come off the bench and did what he had to do. Ronaldo's like, I'm not coming off the bench.
And he's playing a lot better than he was when he was a starter.
Yep. But Ronaldo's like, I'm not coming off anybody's bench. I'm Ronaldo.
See, and that's, and that's like, maybe that's what, hockey brings is that you're humbled because, the coach just yells out what line's going next. You don't know if you're going every other shift or if you're going every 4 shifts.
No,
going every 9
Ovi knows. Lemieux knew. Well, Gretzky knew.
But they don't know when they're
Messier
going out. Coach yells out what line you're going.
I understand that, but they know that they're going. They know they're going to be out there.
Those guys know, but so my coach, Mike McEwen, this is a great story. He got actually, if you know Don Cherry, the guy that was the face of hockey for a long time, he coached Mike McEwen, and he told Mike he was sitting. So Mike didn't take that very well, so he jumped out there, and then he got choked out by Don Cherry. So like that,
wow.
there's a huge video of that.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. So then,
hey,
so he got yeah, exactly. So
what
I mean,
would happen today's game if somebody coach did that?
You know what I mean? Though. Exactly. Oh yeah.
And, dude, it'd be over. It would be over.
And my coach, Mike McEwen. I mean,
pull it down,
he's
Brown.
done some awesome stuff.
Oh, it'd be ridiculous. It'd be ridiculous.
So, So I mean, that's what he got choked out, and then he got sent down to the minors. After that.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Never saw it again.
Oh
and
yeah,
he was an NHL All-Star, 3-time Stanley Cup champion.
Yeah, he's done. He's done. He's not Ronaldo, but yeah, he's done.
So, but nobody's seen that video of Don Cherry. He's still on TV, but my coach got canceled. So it's like, oh, okay, all right, because he wanted to take his shift out there. He didn't come off whenever he was told to come off. So I mean, there's some debauchery there.
You gotta have the heavyweight. So. But anyway, brothers, I appreciate y'all. I'm going to holler at y'all later. I've got to go train the 7-year-olds and get them ready, teach them a little hoops, so they can bust up Drew because he only got one leg. He can't beat Shannon. So,
hey, speak of that. Say shout out to Shannon today. It is his 20th birthday.
All right.
See him here this evening. Happy birthday, Shannon.
And happy birthday to our boy Shannon Hinthorn. I wish I had known that, Drew. We'd have put up a picture of him. I got some pictures of him. So we'll do that tomorrow. We'll shoot him out a late birthday deal tomorrow, and I'll post a pic of him out there. So I've got the video of him dunking.
Make sure he has the fro in the pic.
Oh, you want me to do him like that? You're cold, bro. That's wrong. I don't know. Hey, your mama may not like that. I might need to ask her permission before I do that.
Bring her some burn-ins. She won't care either way.
Oh, bring her some burn-ins. There you go. Yeah, of course, from me, not from you two. From me. And
Put my name on the card.
I'm not doing either one of y'all's name on the card. And she's listening, so she knows a bunch of crap. She can hear what both of y'all are saying right now. So that's what I say to you guys. Forget y'all. All right, Drew, Ben, my guy Drew Hinthorn of HuskerDrewPicks.com.
Go Big Red.
Yep, I left it out there for you. And my boy Ben Dillman, what do you want to? You want to see? You got a tagline too?
No, boys, you guys have a good one. Just happy hunting out there. Cheers.
All right, cheers to you guys. All right, appreciate him. It's my guy Drew Hinthorn of HuskerDrewPicks.com and my boy Ben Dillman. Both my guys helping me out today. Great show, guys. Way to get it going. Way to have some great insight. Appreciate y'all. And for everybody else, you guys be safe. And Ace is obviously saying hi to y'all too back there in the background. So y'all be safe out there.